Hello, everyone, and welcome to Book Buzz. I am Nicole Gregoire from the Joli Regional Library here in Saint Pierre. I'm going to be introducing some new books that we're adding to our collection, both in Saint Pierre and in Saint Malo. Um, so, I'm going to share a little bit of my tech problems that I've been having. I just spent a better portion of half an hour recording these videos for you to realize that the microphone on my device is not working. So I apologize for that. I hope that the audio will be clear directly through the laptop that I am using. Um, in the future, if you notice that there is a glitch in the sound, please let me know. I wasn't aware that there was problems with that. I'm happy I didn't post it online because it would have been a long video with no audio. Okay, so I'm gonna go through these a little bit quicker than I did the first time. Not that you guys would know because you aren't able to hear it. But I'm gonna introduce a couple of different books. I'm gonna introduce them. Some of them I'm gonna uh, tell you guys a little bit in detail what the books are about. But most of them I'm just gonna introduce quickly. So here is Fly Guy and Fly Girl. This is written by Ted Arnold. These are really fun for the kids. They're illustrated chapter books. And this is about a fly guy. The kids know this. They'll want this. Okay, the next one is called The Year We Learned to Fly. This is by Jacqueline Woodson and illustrated by Rafael Lopez. This is also by the best-selling author, The Day You Begin. So you might recognize that a little bit. So this is by heeding the wise grandmother's advice, a brother and sister discover the ability to lift themselves up and imagine a better world. Okay, the next one is by Joseph Barak. This is a junior novel. It is called Peacemaker, and this is how a powerful storyteller united the Iroquois people. This is based on historical facts, so this one will be interesting. Okay, the next one is by Dan Gutman and illustrated by Jim Paylott. This is another chapter book. It's a little bit mixed. Uh, it's got chapters, but essentially it's like a graphic novel for kids. Get a grip. We're going on a trip. Okay, the next one is Owly. This is it written by Andy Runton. A Time to Be Brave. This is book number 4 in this. Okay, this one is called The Creepy Case Files of Margot Malou, The Tangled Web. Again, graphic novel for our young readers. This is about it's creepy, like monsters and goblins and spiders and stuff like that. Okay, this one is Preston and Child, Diablo Mesa, book number 4 in the Nora Roberts series. I'll give you guys just a quick rundown of this one. So Lucas Tapan, a wealthy and eccentric billionaire and founder of Icarus Space System, approaches the Santa Fe Archaeological Institute with a proposal for an excavation. They want to excavate the 1947 Roswell incident site. All I'm going to say about that one. JD Robb, this is the In Death series. This is book number 52. So this one's called Abandoned in Death. Okay, this is debuted by Aaron Young, The Fields. This is a mix of, I don't want to get it, the wording, crime fiction. Debut takes place in a Midwest town, and of course, they uncover a crime scene. And this one goes a little bit back and forth, I believe, because the main detective realizes that the body that they have found is actually one of her childhood friends. So You can see how it kind of goes back and forth a little bit. Okay, now I'm gonna skip. We're gonna go to some of the books that we're adding to Semalo. Okay, this is this is just a beautiful book. This is a beautiful board book. Ça s'appelle Coucou, mes contes de fées, la Belle et la Bête. Puis ça, c'est écrit par Philippe Martin. Ah non, excuse. Ça, c'est un Osborne book. Euh, c'est juste vraiment bien fait. Illustration par Lorena Alvarez et traduction par Véronique Durand. C'est juste vraiment un beau livre avec des découpages. Regarde, c'est vraiment beau. Des petites choses qu'on peut jouer avec dans le livre. Alors, c'est vraiment beau pour les petits jeunes. OK, on fait rentrer une nouvelle série en français pour les jeunes. Ça, c'est des livres par Philippe Martin. Puis c'est les aventures de Tiki Preston. Puis Tiki, c'est un petit garçon qui vit à Hawaï, puis il va en aventure avec sa mémé. Alors, chaque petit livre, euh, je vais juste vous montrer un petit peu comme que ça a l'air. Sont bien illustrés, des beaux petits livres en chapitre. Alors, chaque livre commence à Hawaï et euh, ils font place dans une autre place au monde. Alors ici, il va à la Colombie. OK? Puis chaque petit livre, il y a un petit peu d'informations qui fait affaire au sujet présenté dans chaque livre. So that's really fun. Gives the kids a little bit of context to what they're reading. So, ce livre s'appelle Qui pue caca? Qui pue, qui pue caca, j'arrive. Ça prend place à Chili. Non, à Colombie. Le deuxième s'appelle Noël à Pâques. Puis ça prend place à les îles de Pâques. Arachnophile prend place au Québec. Sirius Attack prend place en Mali. Et le dernier, Haut les mains lapin, prend place au Japon. Alors, des beaux livres à l'aventure pour les jeunes. Ah, c'est mal. OK, le prochain s'appelle Amos d'Aragon, porteur de masque. Ça, c'est une série un petit peu mystère, aventure par Brian Perrault. Puis, une belle petite série qui suit, c'est des livres qui nous ont fait, qui nous se sont fait introduits par Tilly Summery. OK, David Williams. David Williams, c'est un auteur. Uh, he's a British author, David Williams, and I am very proud to announce that we now have David Williams books in Semalo. So David Williams is actually his books are hilarious. Young readers love him because they're full of laughter. I want to show you a little bit of how these are illustrated. So most of his books are illustrated by Tony Ross. However, some of them are also illustrated by uh, Blake. Quentin Blake. So this one is called Bad Dads, illustrated by David Williams. He so each book is quite large, but they're filled with illustration. The text is spaced out and really fun for the kids. So this one is called Bad Dad. This one is called The Boy in the Dress. This one is illustrated by Quentin Blake. So a little bit different style, but you still have imagery and stuff. And then Demon Dentist. So I'm really excited to hear what our young readers think about. David Williams is not a new author per se, but he's new to our collection. We didn't own any. And lastly, in Saint Malo, we're going to be adding a copy of Clayton Thomas Muller's book. It's called Life in the City of Dirty Water, a memoir of healing. So, Clayton Thomas Muller grew up in Winnipeg. He's part of the Puckatawagan. I think, hang on, I want to make sure yeah, he's from Puckatawagan territory in northern Manitoba. It talks about his beginnings, which were not easy for him, dealing with the effects of generational effects of residential school involved with drugs and trafficking of drugs, rather, and also talks about him as an activist. Moves to BC, becomes a great activist against the big oil. I love the cover. Isn't that beautiful cover? So happy to include this in our St. Malo series. Okay, we're going to move on to some of the books that we have here in St. Pierre. Um, the first one is called The Betrayal of Anne Frank. We've had many people wait for this book to come in. A Cold Case Investigation. This is by Rosemary Sullivan. So this is based on new evidence and DNA and scientific evidence that they are now able to uh, use. So using new technology, recently discovered documents, and a sophisticated investigative techniques, an international team led by an obsessed FBI agent has finally solved the mystery that has haunted generations since World War II. And so this is who betrayed Anne Frank and her family and why. Yeah, the next one is Operation Angus. Uh, this is a book by Terry Fallis. Now, this book I read a little bit of what it's about. This actually has to do with. Uh, I'm just going to read it, and then if you guys are interested, you guys come down and get it. But it is interesting with what's going on in Russia today. So Angus McLintock is is now the junior global affairs minister. While in London to meet with their international counterparts, Chief of Staff Daniel Addison receives a cryptic Chechen separatists are plotting to assassinate the Russian president. And it's going to happen when he's in Ottawa to meet with the prime minister. In an instant, Angus and Daniel are thrown into the race against the clock to uncover the Chechen sleeper cell, thwart their plans, and ultimately save the Russian president. Operation Angus. This book was written in 2021. I was telling you guys that we've brought in lots of books for the TD Summer Reading Program. This is a book uh, by Audrey Alouette. Le Bienvenue à Sauf-Quator. Ça, c'est le livre numéro 2 dans la série. C'est un gros livre, roman jeunesse, mais il est vraiment bien. Le prochain, c'est des livres par Annie Bacon et ça s'appelle Petronil Inc. à Chauve-souris locale. Ça, c'est vraiment fun parce que c'est des petits livres à jeunesse pour ceux qui commencent juste à faire la lecture seule. Et puis à la fin, il y a aussi comme un glossaire ou un lexique pour les jeunes. Alors, s'il y a des mots qu'ils ne comprennent pas, ils peuvent toujours regarder à la fin. On a aussi fait rentrer des bandes dessinées. Ça s'appelle Les enquêtes d'Enola Holmes. C'est par Serena Blasco et Lucie Arnoux. Alors, Enola Holmes, c'est censé être la sœur de Sherlock Holmes, puis c'est ses aventures. Puis, qu'est-ce que j'aime de ces livres ici? C'est, ben, premièrement, l'héroïne, c'est une fille, mais les images sont OK, le prochain, c'est une nouvelle série qu'on fait rentrer. Puis son nom de la fille s'appelle Inola, encore, coincidence. Et les animaux extraordinaires. C'est comme au sujet d'une petite fille vétérinaire. Puis les images sont un petit peu comme steampunk, mais c'est une vraiment belle petite série bande dessinée pour les jeunes en français. Alors, dans cette série, je pense qu'il y a cinq tomes déjà. OK. L'épouvantable, l'histoire de l'orgasme qui ne mangeait que les enfants sages. Ça, c'est par Daniel Chaperon et Baptiste Amzalem. Alors, ça, c'est un livre pour les premiers lecteurs encore, un livre de chapitres avec des images. OK, la méga-aventure de Maddox. Ça aussi, c'est TD Summer Reading, numéro 2 et 3. Puis c'est au sujet des aventures qui ont affaire avec des trésors qu'ils trouvent dans le grenier. OK, puis à cinquième aussi, on ajoute des livres de David Williams. So we have The Ice Monster. We have Mr. Stink. Celui-ci est en français, ça s'appelle La Bête de Buckingham Palace, mais ils sont illustrés, c'est les mêmes illustrations, c'est juste que le livre est traduit. Puis la traduction est faite par Mickey Gaburio. Alors, vraiment fun pour les jeunes. J'ai aussi fait rentrer le même livre en anglais, so The Beast of Buckingham Palace. Le dernier, c'est Grandpa's Great Escape by David Williams. Okay, and last but not least, I've had many requests for this. Rick Mercer's Talking to Canadians. This is his memoir, autobiography. Um, there is a wait list for this book, but if you want to be added, please let me know. We're really excited to have this. And it will be added to the St. Malo collection shortly. So that's it. Thanks for watching Book Buzz for this week. And we will be posting some more as we're processing all of the new TV summer reading books. So anyways, have fun. Have a great week. Thanks for watching.